It wasn't long, but I'm back. And yeah, I had some issues showing the full screen on Roblox Studio. It was only showing the game screen here, and it was not showing the rest of the screen. Yeah, so there was not much difference in the look from yesterday. However, the code, the scripting part definitely has some progress. Yep, so we're gonna be working continuing on this right now. So regarding yesterday, we were stuck at, well, I was stuck at the not being able to find the player in the module script. And the solution is, well, it's a module script that is supposed to be used by a script, so that is why, which totally makes sense after you get it. So you kind of have to pass it the information, and then it uses the information that you pass to it. Yeah, and processes that. So you can't get it directly, but you can send it the information through another script because it's a module script. Anyways, yeah, that is why I was wasting my time yesterday and stuck for like forever. Anyways, so now we shall continue. My folder, yes, folder is what I had decided to remember as a solution to a problem that I was facing. So I just made the folders quickly first. And hopefully that helps. Well, it's actually not a problem. There are other ways to do this, but I think this was the simplest way. So now I'm gonna be going through the scripts. So in server storage, a module script, in the game script, I will be changing stuff a little bit for that way it makes it easier in the gameplay later on. So instead of adding the objects in to this thingy, this this variable of objects, I will put them into this folder, which might make it much easier to manipulate on the client side. So if I put it in this folder on the client side, that makes it very easy to manage. Like, I mean, I can send the objects to the client side, but by doing it directly in the folder, that eliminates a lot of extra coding. So let's start. For player blah blah blah, guys, I have just already forgotten what I am doing. HELP me. Okay, so I put the folder in order to replace, okay, this. So let's find this where we were using it. Okay, so right here, well, not the same, this is not the same, this one. Okay, so here, instead of inserting into a table, we shall change the parent of this object and move the object from objects to this folder. And whenever we're done, we remove all those from that folder back to objects. Okay, because it's not always going to be the same ones. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. That way, on the client side, we can always just reference this folder, what as to what they have to find in the room. Okay, so let's first deal with this one. I shall leave these just in case it doesn't work. At least we can come back to this method because it works. It's just troublesome, but it works fine. But let's hope that folder method works. If it's comes out just as I imagine it in my head. As you guys know, I'm a noob in Lua, so what I'm imagining in my head being impossible might not be the best way to manage this. Okay, so table insert. Instead of inserting this in this table, we shall, and yeah, this might actually be way more efficient as well, doing it this way. Now we have a random one, so now we're going to say local because it's always going to be different. We don't want that variable to be out of the function. So local object, I will just put obj. There's objects too many places and it's making it like too confusing. Is this one random one that we found, and we will only have to move it, change its parent. So now we're just gonna say object dot parent. Why you don't want to tell me you don't have a parent? Equals this folder, this find folder. So it's literally gonna be the room. Oh, luckily we passed the room in that information. The room dot find okay, so let's just try this first and see. I'm just gonna comment this. We're just gonna see how this works, if this works fine. Okay, so first we have to put it inserted there. Template. Oh yeah, we need to put it on the template. We need to clone the template that we're gonna be placing. My oh my, this just gave me an even better idea for this part. Even this part I can totally remake. Yeah. Like, definitely can remake this part. Doing that folder, I should have done that at the beginning. It's giving me like way better ideas of how I should have made all of this look much nicer. Instead of like cloning this blah blah blah, all I would have to do is read this folder and not have to go through all this. I put all these in the folder and then another script to read this folder to put that in the GUI. So, well, we'll test that afterwards, one at a time. Okay, let's first deal with where the objects to find go. So there is fine. So we're just gonna leave the template stuff how they were. This is related to the template. And then next we're removing a table that remove all objects. Okay, I think now because of the using this folder, we probably don't need this all objects thingy. Let's see. All objects is all the objects in here. Okay. Alright, so we don't need all objects. Okay, next, so this text will be that object. We have put the object in this variable, so we just have to use this here instead. The object dot name. However, this is to be changed. I will show you guys in a bit. We shall change that. And that reminds me why this is so much better to be done on the client side by putting everything in the find folder. Alright, change to English. I know what I mean by that. Oh, hi. How are you? Sorry, I just saw your message because I'm not reading the chat all the time. I don't see the chat while I'm in studio because I'm on a laptop. So hi. I'm not sure if you can hear me. Let me just try to open the chat so I can tell you hi back in case you don't hear me, because I know my stream lags. It likes to lag. So I'm just gonna say hey. Hey, yeah. Okay, and yeah. So I'm gonna close that back because I don't want to keep it open for too long. and then I will lag even more. So okay, so now let me continue. Yeah, so the template is visible, blah blah. So object dot parent equals room dot find. Okay, so that makes sense. Okay, that definitely makes sense. I'm actually going to, oh wait, we need to see it. We need to put this there because we need to see it. So we'll change that afterwards. But yeah, I found a better way to do this. So I'm going to redo this. I know we did it yesterday and I'm wishy-washy. I found another way. I'm going to change the way that I did it. Okay, I'm okay. Thank you. I'm fine. Just doing some tests. Okay, so, oh no, we definitely have a problem. So, yes, there is a problem, 100% a problem. Because we do not find, oh my, we do not find the duplicates problem. We have a problem with duplicates for sure. This one is fine because there's lots, but I'm recognizing another issue. I'm just letting it run for a while. I'm just seeing what the issues are that need to be fixed using this script. Yep. So in the end, obviously it finds nothing because all of the stuff are now in the find folder and they're no longer in the objects folder. So yeah, we will have to I'm just thinking. Well, first of all, remove all objects from the find folder back to the objects folder at the very beginning. I could put that at the end of in the function that happens at the end of the game, but I think in prepare it would be a fine place. That way they're both in the same place and it's easy to modify later on. So first at the beginning of the prepare, we're going to replace all objects in find folder to the objects folder. Okay, and how I'm going to be doing this is we do need to get to do a for all its children. Okay, just let me do a quick search. I think there's a much easier way to do this. Lua, a loop that goes through all the children. I think it's much better that way. Go, go, go. Okay, I think I know. So this part of removing the object from the table is actually very, very important. Okay, we inserted it here, so we don't have to remove anything, but we do need to remove it from all objects because it's no longer there. Like we've already removed it. So why is all objects should be going down by one every time. So let me just make sure that during this for loop, to make sure that all objects is going down by one, unless it takes this number only. It does not modify this number even after we have changed the parent of one of the children that ought to be inside there. Okay, so let's do a test, and I'm gonna put a print on all objects. Oh, um, objects left in the folder, and we will see if our problem stems from this. For sure there's other things to be fixed, like replacing them back, but we will figure out that issue so that we can fix it. Okay, so objects left in folder is 3 every time. Okay, so even when we have 1, 2, and 3, it does not go down. So that explains it. That explains part of it. So what we're gonna have to do means every single time we have to get children. I want to know if there is a function that actually just says how many children it has, instead of having to do it this way. Just now. Lua, get how many children in folder or whatever in object. How to find all objects? Let's try to put number get children. No. I want to get children number, like something that's like length, like in PHP you could do like well, if a string you do dot length in okay, get children blah blah blah, get children blah blah blah. I just want to know how you get the length of the number of children in an object, which is not positive. So get children blah blah blah. I got descendants and folder blah blah blah. No. Why is it always this way? Well, I did get the solution to the other one, but that's not what I wanted. Let me just at least this solution I found while looking for the solution to this one. Well, I know the solution, but a better solution to this one. Okay, so pretty much for I have no clue what this means. Anyone knows? You can tell me. I've seen it many times, and I just copy it. I put the correct thing, so this is definitely objects. Man, I'm just gonna put. I already used OBJ down there for a word to represent. Okay, just write item. Is item a special word here? No, it's not. Okay, I just put the F to just to make sure. Yeah, so item is not a reserved word in Lua, so we're fine. Okay, so now here is definitely not, well, we do need to get children. It is in room objects. No, it's in room.find. So this is the one we want to get all its children, and we want to put change the parent of its children. Do item dot parent equals the room dot objects. So we're putting it back in its original folder if it had any. If it doesn't have it, it's not going to enter the loop because there are no children in it. And if it does, then it's going to put them back in their original spot. So that should be fine. Now for this one that we need to deal with, all objects never changes number and it's supposed to go down every time we enter this loop. However, it does not go down. So my only solution I can think of is actually putting this part inside the loop. I like to I'm always thinking of saving electricity. So I'm saying not put this if I put in the loop, it runs more times. It takes more electricity. But we're gonna put it in there forget about the environment for a second and make it work. And then if there's a better way, maybe Serial is gonna fix my code and make it more optimized. But yeah, so right now this is the only method that I know to get it to work. So we're gonna put all objects in here. Okay, because we have that there as well. Okay, so all we're gonna do is like replace that all objects. I'm gonna copy this. This is a quick fix. So we're checking again how many children in every loop. We're updating it. We're manually updating in a way. Let's try and see if that has fixed the problem. Do we still have 1, 2? Do we still have 3, 3, 3? No, we have 3, 2, 1. Awesome. We have 3, 2, 1. So that has been fixed. Now with the duplicate problem, it looks like it has been fixed. I am gonna wait and check. I'm gonna wait. Looks like we're fine. And when we get back to that bedroom, which only has 3 items, it's good I left it at 3 items. That way it's easy for testing stuff like, did it duplicate, did it delete stuff, because if it has too many you cannot check. Oh man, I need to go to the bedroom. I don't want to be in the kitchen again. But I guess I can pay attention, see if we lost anything in the kitchen. Yeah, too fast. I make it fast for testing purposes so that I have time see more things. Pillow bed, yes. So it's definitely working perfectly fine now. Pillow bed is back in its original place, so it was able to find them. So great. So this is totally fine now. Oh hi, sorry, you were still up. Well now that you tell me bye Pure Bow. I just see that you wrote me something. Yep, bye good night. Okay, so alright, so now that we know that this is fine, I'm gonna leave it like this. Sorry, Serial, I'm giving you lots of work to do for you to clean up after my mess. Okay, so that is working fine. Objects left in folder where our all objects is finally being updated, so we do not have duplicates, and it all goes into this folder. Now for this template, I'm wondering if I should change this completely, put this part completely on the player side. I'm very tempted to do that, and I think we will try. If it works fine putting this on the player side instead, I will definitely do that. So let me just put everything in comments. Okay, this is no longer needed. We don't need this method anymore because we have found the method that we want to use. And so now next thing we want to optimize is this one. Let's put it in comment first. In case my optimization does not work, we can go back to the method that works. So this one will be in comment, and also this will be in comment because I will be changing its location temporarily, so that to make sure everything else is fine. Oh, we do need that screen to, okay, because we're no longer dealing with the screen on this side, so just make sure it's all commented. I'm just gonna write to delete, and that will be to delete if our optimization works. If not, we go back to this version, which works fine. Screen clone, we can remove this now. Yeah, all of this should be in comments. Okay, so yeah, all these parts should be in comments. The only thing is whether it's enabled or disabled. That should be, so that means we do need the screen. We do need screen. So where do we assign screen? That local screen equals this one dot clone. However, actually no, we don't need the screen. Our method is toggle player GUI. We're gonna be putting this entire GUI. It's in replicated storage, I think. Yep. So we're gonna be putting this in-game screen thingy. I'm gonna cut it, and we're gonna just place it in server in player started GUI. Oh, so I'm gonna paste it here. The in-game screen. Probably gonna change the name later. So player. Oh, this is totally a different thing. But in-game screen dot enabled equals true. Okay. Actually, I should call this in progress screen because I mean we're in the game all the time. It's a game no matter what. So this is the in progress screen. So if you're in a game, this is the screen that you will see. So we're gonna remove in-game screen from everywhere. Okay, and then when the game ends, we disable that from the player's GUI. And the same for labeling. This is not the same thing as the screen. It's another script. Okay, so that is fine. We changed the name to in progress screen. So obviously here we have to change it to in progress screen. This makes things much less complicated, I think. Let's just make sure this is working now before we start, because we don't want to find out it's not working before we start. Obviously it just needs to show. Sorry, it must not work obviously because we commented all the code, but it's supposed to show. As long as it's showing, fine. No, we have a problem because it's showing when it's not supposed to be showing. Oh yeah, by default I had put it I forgot to disable it by default, so yeah, I did not disable it now. So let's just exit, and by default you are not enabled. And then active players, a player GUI in progress screen enabled equals true when the game starts. I definitely put it in start GUI. There's no issue with the spelling, yet it is not showing when the game starts. It does not enable. If I'm not mistaken, that doesn't show any errors here. Okay, let's just check. Now I've disabled it. It's not visible. Let's see if it will be visible when the game starts. Let me see if anybody in the chat knows the answer. And no, so we'll just continue. Wait, did it just become visible? Hold on. Yes. Okay, so I don't know what was it before because it should have worked anyways. Yeah, so I think we're fine now. It appears and then disappear again when at end. Okay, so perfect. So now we're putting back the script that we commented. However, we're putting it in a different place. We're putting it on the client side instead. So I'm just thinking of where. Okay, I'm gonna put it right here. I'm gonna put the script right in the progress screen. Whoops, that's supposed to be a local script. If I'm not mistaken, let me just delete that. Local script. Okay, so now we need everything in this find folder. Oh, we need to know which room is in progress, even as even in the local script. Yeah, to know which find we need to go into. Okay, so I guess we have no choice but to use an event. I did not want to have used events. Let me see. We already have the start game event, the match start. So let me see if I can listen to that same match start event and get information on which room we're currently in. Is the information we would need on the client side to be able to display the stuff that we need to find. Okay, I'm just thinking, what is it? See, like I'm glad I commented and I left this code there, because probably we might have to go back to this, and this thing that I am thinking I'm optimizing is actually whatever. So oh yeah, so we need to know what room they're in, to be able to find the information. I'm just trying to see, how do we pass the room, the active room, to their entire game? Oh, just now replicated storage, display values. I think I'm gonna add the room here. um yeah, I'm gonna add a string value for the room. String wait, value, so this will be, I guess, the room name. Oh, whoops. Okay, so I'm gonna add the room name, so whenever that changes, we know to the local script is going to get that new room name and the information in the find folder. So yeah, so let's start with that, and then we'll figure out what our other problems are. I'm trying to copy paste stuff to make it faster, but I don't think I'm making it any faster. Replicated storage. Okay, so in the replicated storage, we definitely want replicated storage, obviously. We need the room. The display values. The room. We're going to attach a changed event listener for this room. So dot change. Oops. Changed. Okay, let's just try this out. The room dot changed. Function. We're passing the function. 1 second. Ooh. Connect a function that will give us the value. So let's just say print out the value of room that change. So let's put print room changed to, and then replicated storage display values. That's a no-no. That's a no-no. Okay, so in the game, right after we're done preparing the game, making sure that everything is done, we're gonna make a new event. So we're gonna add, there's match start here, but I'm just gonna put a new remote event. That's going to be update GUI. Okay, so we're gonna find this event here. We're gonna add the event into the module script. I don't think so. You can. Well, we're gonna find out. Local event. Well, I will put update event equals. We need to find server storage. I think we never needed. Oh, we did need it. Okay. Storage equals. It's in server storage. Okay, so I will have server storage here. Oh, why do I have OCD? So annoying. Other event storage dot events dot update GUI events here, and then after we're done with placing the objects in the room, we're going to fire that event. So we're gonna put update event dot fire. Oh, it's 2 dots. Fire client, and we're gonna pass the room. So now we know what room they're in by passing it there. So let's just make sure that works fine. So now that we're getting in this function, we're getting the player, always the player first, and then the room. So room changed to now we did not put this in replicated storage, we're passing it here directly. So I'm going to put room dot name, and I'm just going to put something here, language, just to remind me of an important feature that we need, that I need to add. Would I need replicated storage here? Oh, it's no longer on change here. It's we're listening for that update event. So we're gonna put the update event here again. So we're forgetting about replicated storage. So now update event, and it's gonna be on client event. Connect this information. So let us test if this method is helpful or if it's full of bugs. Full of bugs. Okay. Well, that is using a wrong name for sure. There is click client event is not a valid member. Events is not a valid member of server storage. Fire player argument must be a player object. Fire client argument must be a player object. Oh, you have to pass the player. I thought it automatically passed the. Oh yeah, because it has to say which player that you're sending you're sending it to. Okay, but there's also a second error. Okay, it's not linking me to that error, but let's just fix the one that we already know, which I just said was we have to pass the player because it needs to know which player it's firing to. So here when we fire client, we have to pass the player. And okay, can we pass a whole list of players at a time? No, we can't, can we? Okay, so I have a script here that deals with all the players here already. So I'm wondering if to put this in that function instead, because it has to be in a loop for sure, because it has to be in then this function does not have the room. Start or prepare room. I'm trying to think which one of them happens first. Ooh, I am itchy. So GUI enable. Okay, so we've enabled this. So I would imagine that in start, we should also pass the room. I'm wondering okay, so we'll make room a global variable so that we can get it here. Are you saying that it's not defined, it's not initialized or assigned really? Local room equals nil for now, it sets at nil. And then we update room here. We're going to put module.room will be equal to that room that we just found, so that we can pass this module.room here. Okay, so you can't put it's automatically module.room, I'm assuming, because Okay, well, let's just decide and see if what's our new mistakes. Let me see if I get any help from the chat. I'm always checking the chat, see if there's any good Samaritan who wants to shed some light. And we still have an error. Okay, but let's test something. Okay, at least our it appears and disappears on the proper time. So now it's sending this, firing this event. Why did it say of server storage, and it's not giving me clear location. It's in a local script, so yeah, it has to be in here. Events is not. Let's see. Server storage. It's in. Yeah, it is in server storage. Oh, okay. Actually, this is supposed to be in replicated storage, but because it's a client event, we're sending this to the client. So I'm just gonna put this in replicated storage. Hold on. Dot. I'm gonna make something here called events. We're gonna see if that is the issue, because yeah, we're sending this to the client. So maybe that's why it has to be in replicated storage. Let's just give it a test and see. We make the mistake and we learn from the mistakes. So any good Samaritan, help. Why did I end up here? Error, big error. How did I end up here? This room is not among the one options. So there is an error. Okay, so a module experienced an error while loading. That would explain a lot. It just put us in a random spawn location because there's an error in the module script. So oh yeah, so we also have to fix this because it's in replicated storage. I think I still have replicated storage copied. Yeah. So there we go. And we have the events. Oh, I put events here, but it's events. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that was in the module script, so pretty much it broke the entire script. So that makes sense. Now let's see what else has to be adjusted. So we need in progress screen, attempt to access no screen. Okay, so that's not a big thing. What we wanted to make sure is that it fires the. It's been fired, that's for sure, because it's saying that it's not finding the name. So we're good now. It's not finding dot name, which means it was totally it's got to that point. So that means it has been fired in order to be able to print an error not finding the name. So how about just room? Room changed to room. Let's see. In progress. Attempt to index nil with name. Yeah, so I'm just gonna put room like this, and let's see what we get when the game starts. Whenever we get we enter a new room, we want to know what room did we enter on the client side. So room changed to nil, so it did not pass the room. Now we know why. And again, it should say room changed to nil again. Yeah, again, so it's no. Okay, so the biggest problem was not getting to fire that event, but now it's fired. We are perfectly fine. So being in the replicate storage is definitely what fixed this issue for that event. So those events in the server storage I find there, but for the one for remote events, yeah, it did not work in the server storage unless I made a typo. I don't think so. Yeah, perfectly fine in replicated storage for remote events. So these are just other events. So the remote event from the server sends a signal to the client, and the client gives a response on its side. So we have changed room. So now we got the player, or else we would not be getting this message. But the room, however, we do not have the room. Guys, I am the craziest person. Let me see if anybody saw my mistake, and it is so stupid. Okay, so I see no one saw what mistake I made. Okay, so first of all, the fire event from the server that sends the information. Let me just get where I fired it. Okay, we did pass player here and then the room, right? It makes so much sense that I put player here in the room. However, this is not how it works for the fire event, because this is firing to a local script. This is a oops, I'm in the wrong script. This is fires to a client. The first one, the first variable is what player that the remote event is being fired to. So this local script does not receive the player. This is the player's own script. So it will get the rest of the information, but not the player. The player variable is only for the client, the event, to know which player it's being fired to. Anyways, just explain to y'all. So if I remove this player, we should now have no problem. I'm hoping that should be the solution. So let us see. And there we go. The room has changed to the kitchen. Awesome. And if we go in our find folder, awesome. Okay, so let me just stop right now. I'm gonna stop, and now we shall get stuff going. I'm going to remove all those player GUI, labeling GUI, etc., enabled, blah 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 from here. They are going to be in the in the local script. In the local script, we're going to activate all of this when the this event has been fired. Yeah, we'll fix this. Here we can put player equals local player equals game dot players dot local player, and then now we have player defined. Okay, so I was deleting so many things that we didn't need from. Am I remembering where from where? Okay, yeah, so all of these, we do not want this here anymore. Okay, so this is ended. We have not created an ended function yet, so just we're gonna leave this here for now. We'll only take it out when we're done. Okay, so this is fine now, so I literally cut it and paste it here. Okay, so we now have the room, and we now have enable all of this. Put it down here, and this is the player that's the player screen for the in progress game. So I'm just gonna put here, I'm gonna create a function that's gonna deal with this screen and just call the function here just for clarity. So this function called update screen, update list. Oh, it's a function, local function. Update list, and there we're gonna be doing calling this function in here before we enable the GUI, and we're gonna copy exactly this, cut that, we don't need it anymore. We're gonna put this here, but obviously we're gonna fix it up. So we need to get our template. So in here, let's just do this, and now we know in-game screen. So clear GUI dot in-game screen, local in-game in progress. La, 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 la. In progress screen. Am I blind? Equals player GUI dot in progress screen, and then we can delete this template, which is the in progress screen object is the template dot clone, and next template dot object name. Okay, so this is a template object name dot text equals yeah, we need we need our list, which we will be iterating. Okay, so for our list of children in our folder, I'm just copying this one because every time I forget how to write a for loop, so I'm copying from an old one. Okay, so in a for loop, for every item in pairs room, we do need that room, so we're going to pass the room. We could have just put the room in a variable up there. I'll figure that out later, maybe change it. Okay, so now we have room dot find get children, and that's not what we're doing. For each one we're going to be doing this. So local template in progress, we're gonna clone that template, put the template name to the item dot name, which will be changed. You guys are gonna see why in a bit. And then the template will be visible, and the template dot parent is clearly the in progress screen and the object list. So that's should be I'm just checking, making sure we're updating the list. At first we have to make sure that this object this is empty, because if not we will be adding, for example, if we're in one room and then it gives us a list of objects, then when we go to another room it's gonna just add the list of objects, but we want to change the list of objects from room to room. So we're definitely going to what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out that template and put it somewhere else, so that I can easily just delete all children in the in the folder after we're done. So and we can start with a new one. So in this template so this is our template. I'm probably gonna put the template somewhere else. I'm probably gonna make a folder with template on there, or just not have the template on the starter GUI anyways, because we do not need it in the starter GUI. Where do we access already? That way it's easy. I think it's best locally, so I'm just gonna I will make a folder here called templates. Let's go templates, because it's nice to have it here, but the problem is, like, it's when I have to delete all the rest, I have to make sure I don't delete the template, and I do not want to make a for loop just for that. Waste of electricity. So we're gonna put the template here, and it's gonna be called list item. Let me put that I capital. It still looks weird, capital. Anyways, list item. All right, so where's our clone? Our clone is in starter GUI. Okay, so we're gonna put it here because it's not gonna change. It will never change. Local list. I just put local template will be equal to player. Whoops. Dot player GUI dot templates dot list item, and then this template is what we'll be cloning and putting back putting the parent into here. So for now that's fine. So what we're going to be doing now is making sure we delete. Before we update, we're always going to get this objects list and take out all its children. We do need it to be a UI list, so we can't really delete all its children. Okay, so we're also going to make the UI list into, we're going to put it back. Okay, so alright, in progress, the object list dot delete all children. How do you... I think it's a function, so you have to put not destroy, something about clear all children. So clear all children, and I forgot that we do need our UI list layout, so we're just gonna make a local layout. We're just gonna put that back. So in the end, I'm so gonna equals instance dot new. Wait. Is it not new? It's not giving me oh yeah. And it's going to be UI list layout, and then this layout dot parent will be equal to the objects list. And I think I have to set it to horizontal. By default, I think it's not horizontal. Let's see. Yeah, so then I can literally delete this as well. Fill direction, vertical by default. Yeah, I think by default it's horizontal. Okay, so now let's delete that right now. So layout dot fill direction equals... Okay, can I just put in this in text? I am not sure. We're about to find out. Okay, let's go. Let's see if anyone give any suggestions in the chat, and nah, but it's okay. Let's continue. Make sure we have our errors showing. Yes, templates is not a valid number. Player GUI. Stop. Don't tell me that. Templates is not a valid number of my player GUI. Okay. GUI dot tmplats. Definitely written properly. I don't know why sometimes it clearly lets you just click and find the line right away, and tonight doesn't. Okay, so here local template equals player.playerGUI dot templates list item. Okay, we definitely found this one, but we can't find this one. It's really weird. Okay, maybe we should. I'm gonna try this. Maybe, hopefully it's not an infinite yield. Wait for child. Templates. Although that shouldn't, whoops, has to be in like this. Let's say, okay, so that is found. That is no longer a problem. Okay, so now we have to make sure that it's enabled. Oh wait, we did enable them. What's not able? What's not enabled? La 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 la. Okay, so right now everything should have been working perfectly fine. However, we do not even see our we don't even see our list anymore. I'm so sad. Okay, so let's just see what is going on with the list. So in progress screen has been enabled. Yes, it is enabled with set to true, And objects list by default is, yeah, I don't think I deactivated this. It's clearly visible. Um, so why? Mm-hmm. Okay, let me check something. Whether the labeling has also become true or not. Let's see anybody in the chat with a response. No response in the chat. Anyways, let's see. Let's figure out what is going on. So we're gonna open our UI. So if I go to in progress screen, it is set to, yeah, actually it does not it was not fired because the labeling script which I set it to activate was not activated. So nothing works. Okay, so it has not even reached that point. I'm wondering why it has not even reached this script. So let's just see. Oh yeah, because it doesn't say room change to anything. Why it does not fire? It has not fired this function. Unless it did it, but this is stuck. This local script does not. Okay, so let me try this. Where did I use the template? Here. Just to see if it has anything to do with loading. If it has anything to do with a loading issue or not. Oh yeah, so that was it. It had not loaded the player, the template, which is weird. Yeah, that's why I guess a lot of games use wait for child very often. Now I know why. I don't like using it. It just looks so ugly. It makes it look long. Anyways, yeah. So yeah. So now this is fine. All of this was just to rearrange how the code was in the beginning. So there's nothing new from from earlier. It's just rearranging it, pretty much. So I guess that is that. Um, mm, 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 mm. Okay. So now that we are done here, so when we start, we get all players, we fire event, and then we activate their scripts. This is actually better here now that I. Okay, so now let's do a little cleanup. We have some more things to add, but this part is completed of the scripting. So let's just do some cleaning up, remove all of these things. That's no longer needed here, but it's needed. That's not from here. That's not here. Randomize objects, that was not removed. Replace all objects folder. Let's move. Find random objects from objects folder in game screen. Okay, this we don't need. We're just doing a little bit of cleanup. I should probably add some more comments. But still, he's good. Okay, he's very good. He's just watched my code one time. I understand everything. I'm just gonna imagine that. Okay, so sorry if that's not the case. Yeah. So this one got a little bit of cleaning up. This one, this I need this. Here now we don't need to print this because we are fine. And now here, okay, so this part has been cleaned up. So next part, um let's just double check everything, that when we get a list there's no duplicates and there's no as I told you guys before, ignore the look. Okay, someone is working on that. He said by Friday. Yeah, so we definitely have our list, random list here, and then it goes away. We're waiting for players, we're getting ready, and now we start. That's the number of players in the game, that's the time left. Pillow, bed, pillow, that makes sense. Now waiting for players again. I need to get a kitchen again one more time and make sure that bedroom, sorry, everything is fine. It had to give me the kitchen. Yeah, so once we're in the bedroom and it still gives us 2 pillows on a bed, that means we are perfectly ready to go to the next step. Let's go. Give me the bedroom. Bedroom. I mean, there's only 2 options. Oh wait, I have to go back to the lobby and wait for the next round. Of course, I just put a few seconds for everything. Really, I wanted to go to the bedroom. However, did we lose anything in here? Maybe we did. Maybe we didn't. Okay. Pillow, bed. So we are perfectly ready to go to the next step. What will be our next step? Our next step will be clicking when the game is in progress, being able to click items so that you can get points. So let's see now. So we're gonna put that in. I have part of this script done already because I did this part before I actually started the game. So I have to go find it. I made a test game to do this part in another game. Let me just find it. It was no. Where you what? Okay, what was it again? Clicking stuff. Okay, I think it has to be either this one or the test game. Okay, I'm just opening up this other game to copy the code for the next part because it's something I had already started working on. Yeah, so when I feel like this, I do that, and when I feel like that, I do this. See how far before we need that code, which I had already started for along. And there's some others I have here and there while testing out different things. Okay, so this part was, this code is somewhere in the starter GUI. No, that's not it. Okay, so that's not it, but that's definitely helpful. Okay, yeah, instead of going for all of them, this is similar code, so I'm just gonna use it and modify. So we're gonna put this in another script. Afterwards I will see where to place it. It's not gonna be here, so it's gonna be a new local script, and this will be called everything is called local script. This is not good, guys. Okay, don't do this. I'm gonna name this, that way we know what we're doing. Input service, user input service. And see, look, that was the wrong one. That was the wrong one. Okay, let's change this one first. This is progress, a list. Objects list. Just put that like this, and you are the user input service script. Which I'm gonna move to somewhere else, but for now I'm just gonna rest it there. It works just the same no matter which one. What? I have nothing copied, and I closed this. I have to reopen it. Oh man, what was it I opened? Okay. I was pretty sure I pressed Ctrl C to copy the code so I can paste it. Okay, One second, I gotta wait, gotta wait, gotta wait. Vroom, 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 vroom. I deliberately show you guys really ugly stuff, but you got when it's done, you all are gonna be like, oh. I like to do that. Instead of showing something really nice and afterwards it's like, oh, I like to show the ugly first, and then yeah, and then you guys are gonna see the final version. So like, even if there's a lot of stuff are in looking test, and so better, actually worse than better. Okay, so code. All right, so this one, copy this, and here we're going to paste it here before I close the game. Okay, now I can close this, so I make sure I do not okay, so now let's fix this. Okay, so we've got the player, we've got the mouse, actions. Okay, so we're not doing this, whatever that one is. Yeah, so we don't need that. Okay, so so that's when you right click the parent. Okay, so that's not the same things that we will be checking for, and this neither. So left mouse button, blah blah blah. Okay, so pretty much we're getting the user input service, and then we're getting the local player, and then we're getting the player's mouse because we're gonna spy on their mouse. And then user input service, when an input has begun, actually that's anything, not only a mouse. However, for you to get the button mouse, it has to be this, which I find really annoying. They should just have something for user clicked. However, unless you put a click detector on everything, yeah, you have to go for this. Like, I feel this is like spying, although it's anyways. So we have to check everything that the user does and check if one of them happens to be clicking the left button. So that's what we're gonna do. So if they click the button at the left button and there is a target that they clicked on, like they didn't click in space, then we're gonna find out what the target is. Like, this is for test purposes because now we're gonna start. Even the one that I did before was similar to this. It was not perfectly done, but it was tested so that I can when we're doing this game, yeah, it would be easy. So I already test how this works. So however, this is a little different from the one that I tested because we didn't have a final version yet of how the structure of the game was gonna be. So so now mouse.target.parent, if its parent equals find, that is in that, if it's in this find thingy, once again, dot parent equals this find folder. By the way, we'll be going for the find folder all the time, so I think I will put it here. Local find folder is equal to, oh whoa, we have a big issue. We have to find the room. we need the room. According to so let's go. I guess we can copy this same one, use the same event. Oh, this is something I'd always wanted to test. I guess this is the perfect chance. I wanted to test, should you have multiple listeners for an event, do they all fire or does it only fire the latest one? So we're gonna find out now. So if it does fire hold on a second. My mind is just a bit lost. Anyways, if it will only fire the first one or if it'll fire both at the same time or in order or whatever. Anyways, so we're gonna find that out in a bit. Okay, so we have connected Using this method means we definitely need to put this in its own, it needs to have its own name, sadly. Local function. Wow. We need to give it a name. Spy on the mouse. User mouse. User, can't put user input service. Okay. Input begin, I guess. I'll just put that. We're only spying on everything they start doing, which is pretty much everything. So we're going to put this here. We've connected this function. Why? Is because so that we can disconnect it. By doing it this way, we can disconnect it. If we, oh, actually, we could have disconnected it anyways. I'm so silly. Yeah, but that's fine. So we're only gonna connect it when this is being called, and then another function, like at the end of the like would have like an end game, we're going to disconnect this function because we do not want to be listening to everything the client does even when they're not playing and interacting in the game. Like, I mean, not like we have any information or any use for this information. Okay, so input user blah blah blah, and then mouse to target the parent equals. Okay, so I was about to deal with that room, and the awesome thing is using this we have the room, which is passed in this event. So then equals this room, then print found this, or else we're gonna print what? I don't know. Found we're gonna print well, we're printing the mouse to target here anyways, so that is fine. I think we'll also print the parent. Okay, if mouse dot target the parent equals room. No, it has to be room dot find. It has to be in the find folder. It must be in the find folder. It must be a descendant of the find folder. Why is Lua so complicated? We should have a thing called descendant of. How to find whether this target is a descendant of this this folder, because sometimes a model is different, has different parts, and when you click on a part, it actually says the part and not the model. I don't know if there's a way to like maybe I should check. Stop the propagation, or we'll see if mouse dot target a print equals room dot find, and then print found. I'm just gonna put found correct for now, and then after I'm gonna put found wrong. Okay, so we're gonna do this for now, and then let's see. When we click on stuff, what happens? Yeah, the game must start before we can attempt to index a boolean with find. So what is a boolean? What is a boolean here? So let's just check. It's giving me problems with, like, when you click, it used to just go directly. Sometimes it does that. You have to like reset Studio for it to like maybe readjust its JavaScript. It's broken or something. Yeah, so now I have to click and it's not going. But it did say that it's in please try in progress, line 12, time to index boolean with find. Okay, so it's not here. Whoa, did I accidentally closed this? Okay, it has to be here. line 12. So attempt to index boolean with a find. So this is a boolean, which one of them is a boolean apparently. Um, hmm. Alright guys, I'm just trying to check something here. We're just going to put this off for now and just print out the target and the target's parent. And we're going to continue from there. Boom, boom, boom. And as I said, guys, oh, sorry, I just saw your message. What are required scripts? Because I wasn't checking the chat all the time. Required scripts are like, well, it's mostly for module scripts, but it's kind of like copy paste. So it's kind of like here I'm using a module script, and I'm using that module script here as well. So requiring it is the same as if this module script. I just Control A, I copy this and I pasted it there. Pretty much, it's pretty much like bringing this script right there. So if I were to put this is equal to that instead, but like I mean having all of the scripts in one folder is not. Oh, guys, just a second. Auntie. Oh, hold on a second. Whoops. My volume was in my headphones. What's up? Okay, I'm fine, thanks. Yeah, we are. He's okay. He's fine. Thanks, he's at school. Good. Can I call you back later? Okay, thanks. I'm streaming. Sorry, I'm almost done. Okay, thanks. Later, bye. Yeah, my auntie called me. Sorry, guys. Okay, so. Okay, yeah. So about the required scripts. Sorry, I just see you. You understand? Okay, you remember now. Okay, you had already knew and then find out. Yeah. So require, and also as well, if it doesn't find this, it means your script's not gonna continue. Well, obviously, pretty much in Lua, I think any mistake and nothing continues. Let me see if it has include. I'm just curious whether there's include. Okay, they don't have include, so it's only require. So in PHP you can also include, and then if it doesn't find it, it still continues. But require means if it doesn't find it, stop. But Lure, I guess it only has a require to just include it. If there's a mistake, it will stop. But yeah, so that's pretty much. Okay, so now we were trying to, yeah, so we're in the game trying to see if we click on stuff, we need to find what the parent is. So if I click on this, okay, is it deactivated or is just not showing anything? Yeah, so there you go. When I click on stuff, it's telling me, yeah, so look, we got pillows and stuff in find. Oh man, okay, so we're gonna start increasing the time now because we're actually doing tests in the room. So I'm gonna now increase the time in the room, so I'm having enough time to test the interactions in the room. So let's just go back to game settings. It's in server storage, module scripts. Okay, game settings. Okay, so now we're gonna increase the time. Intermission. Okay, so the match duration, we're gonna put it longer because that's what we're testing. Actually, I'm just gonna put 300 seconds. We're just gonna exit the game when we're done testing stuff, because right now we're testing stuff during the match. So yeah, put extra time. Intermission duration, let's put that shorter, 2 seconds. Yeah, so we just need time inside of the room so that we can test the interaction the player has with the objects in the room. So Oh, we're already in a room so fast. Wow. Okay, so we're in a room, and yeah, it just caused a bug. Actually, as you can see, the game has not started, and we're in a room. We're in the bedroom. So that is not right. Whatever I just did messed up some stuff. Okay, so this time is probably too short for stuff to have time load. That could have been like a 1 second too short, could have caused all of this. Let's see. Okay, we nope. There's still something else. Yeah, mega hours. Oh, when I was talking about the require to you, I forgot to undo something. Oops, where was I? Where did I paste it and then I took it out. I think it was here. Yeah, look at that. The whole module is in here. Remove. Okay, there we go. Um, okay. All right, so we are fine, and now we're in the kitchen. So let's find stuff quickly. The frying pan, the frying pan, the frying pan. Oh, we have a lot of time. Relax. I put a lot of time so we can test stuff. So if I click on this, it says it's in objects, so that's not what we're looking for. This is in objects, it's not what we're looking for. This is in objects. I'm just randomly clicking things. Ooh, we got something that was in the find folder. Okay, so this is in spawn locations. This is in spawn location. So pretty much now we can find stuff. So whatever is in the now look at this. This lid is parent is the pen. So this is annoying because the lid is also how do you call it? Um oh yeah. The lid is also an object. So if that was ever in defined, its parent would have been pen. So we would need to figure out how to make sure that any of that it's which one is its ancestor, whether find is its ancestor or objects is its ancestor. Okay, or whether it's a descendant of objects or a descendant of find, which is pretty much the same thing. Which one is easier? I have to figure out how that works in Lua, and you guys will know. This is another option. This is just a test, which works, but I have to deactivate this for now. Well, on click to see names of items. However, during a game, you're unable to do that. I was just testing how it works to be able to activate and deactivate it. It works perfectly fine. Yeah, so I'd only place it on one thing. That way I'm sure to test. So now the bowl. Let's find the bowl. This is called a lid, a pan lid. Oh, the bowls are all here. Bowl in objects. Now this is another problem. So, for example, there are multiple bowls, and randomly one bowl went to the find find folder when we randomly selected things. So we have to be a bit more precise, which is actually why I wrote the English thingy. The, I wrote English there so I can remember. Change to English. So I can remember to specify. We're changing this appearances of this, and like let's say frying pan, I would say bread frying pan or whatnot, blah blah blah, etc. Yeah. So if not, we would never get this right. There's so many bowls, but they're in objects. Okay, and only this one is in find. Oh, we also have this plate in the find folder, and this bowl was in the find folder. So this is shouldn't be right because they'll be losing points for clicking on the wrong object, and losing points for being on a bowl that is not. I mean, it makes no sense because the system decided to choose this bowl and not those bowls, that they'll be losing points for that. So definitely not Um, my mind is. Uh, okay, yeah, I'm losing. I'm starting to lose my concentration. I think I'm gonna end this room. But let me just try to remember what it was and finish it first. Yeah. Um. Yeah, pretty much. So if they get the correct one, obviously you can add some cool effects, and if it's the wrong one, then you lose lives, not points. You lose lives or time. I'm deciding to think to choose which one. If whether when clicking on it makes you like lose 10 seconds, lose time, or lose lives. This is to be seen. I have not decided on that yet, and also I haven't decided on whether we want this to be timed, like it is here, or if we wanted to just find everything on the list. But however, I don't want people to give up, because yes, I read it being timed so that they try more. And then if yeah, if it's not timed, so I guess I just answered my own question. Yeah, so I think timed is better. So let's just click on this client. Yeah, so as you can see, anytime we click on something, we get its parent, so we can check whether it's in the find folder or the object folder. I'm just gonna make a comment for me to make sure to see how that finding descendants and ancestor thingy works without having to do a loop every time. This is ridiculous, having to do loops and checking every time. This is a waste of electricity. So we'll figure it out. Okay, that's it for now, guys. I'm losing my concentration, so I can't continue any longer. Thank